What's up, guys? We're doing another 7-round mock draft video, and today we'll be drafting for the Miami Dolphins. It should be a pretty short video considering they've only got 4 picks, and I'm not going to do any mock trades or anything. So yeah, let's get right to it. So their first pick is in the 2nd round because they lost their 1st round pick this year and their 3rd round pick next year to a tampering issue where the Miami Dolphins owner Stephen Ross decided to engage in talks with Tom Brady and Sean Payton, who was retired last year, for I think either a quarterback spot and the head coaching spot for the Dolphins. But anyways, in the 2nd round, I guess Darnell Washington just decided to fall into our laps here. I guess the Dolphins do have a need at tight end, given that they've lost Mike Gesicki to the Patriots, and they've got Durham Smythe, Tanner Conner, and Eric Sauber on the roster currently. Durham Smythe just got a contract extension for around $4 or $5 million guaranteed. It's pretty interesting to me on why you would pay a tight end like that unless you like him. Darnell Washington's he's literally a 6th offensive lineman who has the receiving capabilities to be a wide tight end, but Sam Laporta is definitely a better receiver, but he's 6'2", 6'3", much smaller than Darnell. So honestly, it depends on what the Dolphins are looking for here. Zach Charbonnet, Sam Laporta, got Drew Sanders, Jack Campbell, who has a 9.98 RAS score, really insanely athletic. B.J. Ojulari, Isaiah Foskey. I think that the Dolphins implement a 3-4 defensive scheme, so guys like Jalen Phillips and Bradley Chubb, who are listed at linebacker, are honestly edges. So Foskey could play that role, Ojulari could, Campbell and Sanders could play on the inside, given that they've only got David Long Jr., who they signed this offseason from the Titans. A solid tackler would be really good down in the middle of the defense, but I think Washington's he's special. I don't think you can find him anywhere else in this draft or even next year, so Washington might be the play here. Our next pick is in the 3rd round, and honestly, the defense is looking really good, especially their secondary. They just traded for Jalen Ramsey. They still got Xavier Howard. They got Kader Kohou, the undrafted guy from last year. Nick Needham, who got injured early on. Keon Crossan and Noah Igbinoghene, the former 1st rounder. So I don't think Tyreek Stevenson is a pressing need. Ooh, Keanu Benton. He's a 1st round talent, and I don't know, maybe because of the positional value, he just falls to 3rd. But he plays nose and can pass rush. So he's not a 0 tech where he just guards the A gap. Let's just go with Keanu Benton here in the 3rd round. How about Christian Wilkins and Raekwon Davis? Because their linebacker and edge are really secured. Don't need to worry about that. Secondary is awesome as well. Maybe we could have addressed O-line instead. The Dolphins have tried to do that in past drafts. They've invested a 1st round pick in Austin Jackson out of USC, Liam Eichenberg from Notre Dame, and then Robert Hunt in the 5th round. And not all of them have worked out very well, so definitely could look to upgrade from here. Ooh, this could be a range where we take a running back, honestly. Israel Abanikanda, the running back out of Pitt, is a perfect fit for the offense. He's a really fast running back, and he ran a ton of wide zone in their offense, which is literally what the Miami Dolphins do, given that they're under the Shanahan tree. So that could be an option. I think Keenan Mitchell is also similar in that mold where they play a wide zone offense and there's speed backs. Yeah, I think interior O-line or even tackle is definitely a weak spot right now. Still got John Gaines. You know how much I like him. But Antonio Mafi. He's got an interesting backstory. So he used to be a rugby player and then went to UCLA, played as a nose tackle, and then got converted to a guard. So if you see him on film, he looks literally like a square. It's hilarious. But yeah, he's a stout run blocker. Played really well for UCLA. Warren McClendon. He's from a big school. He's faced good competition there in the SEC. So yeah, let's go with Warren McClendon. If Austin Jackson gets hurt again, McClendon can fill in. Taron Armstead's the left tackle spot. though he's also injury prone. So with our last pick in the 7th round, we got a ton of options here. We got the receiver out of Princeton, Malik Cunningham out of Louisville, Michael Turk. Go check out his YouTube channel. It's called Hang Time. I think receiver is definitely not a need. They got Tyreek, Waddle. They just signed Braxton Berrios, who's probably going to be a returner. They got their 3rd rounder, Eric Izukama from last year, River Craycraft, Cedric Wilson from the Cowboys. Now let's go with interior alignment since we got Warren McClendon. Do we go with John Gaines? I mean, he's a good run blocker, as I said before, but he has a weakness against power rush and bull rushes, and especially like linebackers who are blitzing with like distance to gain speed. He just can't take those hits really well. Oftentimes just falls down, which leads to like quarterback pressures and sacks. So definitely developmental guy, and a reason why he's still here in the 7th round. I don't think there's a better pick here. Linebacker Aubrey Miller did pretty well in the Senior Bowl. I don't want to keep taking the same guy, but I mean, it works here. So actually, no, I don't think he's athletic enough to work in a wide zone scheme. Maybe John Gaines isn't the best fit here with Miami. I think at this point it's just a throw on the board. If he beats out, say, Salvin Ahmed, who's really good at pass blocking, then that's good for him. Who knows? He might just end up on practice squad like Zaquandre White from last year out of South Carolina. This should be relatively quick. So in the 2nd round, we took Darnell Washington, the 6'7" tight end out of Georgia. He can block really well. His receiving ability is not as great as other guys in this draft, such as Laporta, Musgrave, or Kincaid, but he's solid. He can catch. You've seen his one-hand catch at the combine. Moving on the 3rd round, we got Keanu Benton out of Wisconsin. He's got 1st-round talent. It's just he's a D tackle, which is why I guess he fell to the 3rd. He can play 0 to 3 tech, no problem. He can pass rush. Then we got Warren McClendon, the tackle out of Georgia. He's just like a depth option. If Jackson or Armstead get injured, he can be a body to fill in. Last, we got Kean Mitchell out of East Carolina. His highlights are really awesome. He just zooms past everyone. He's a fun player in a wide zone system like Miami. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it, and leave a comment down below on who I should have drafted instead. And thanks for watching.